Okay, so you went from bat mask to bat wings, basically. What?
Really? Yeah.
I mean,
Look,
that's what they were. And what was that? That was the year after, correct? 96? 95
yes.
was the mask, and then
Yeah, 96.
you were filling the whole bat gimmick, so they put bat wings on you.
You know, at this point in my life, I'm staying out really late and
Okay.
probably drinking more than I should, and probably my judgment might be impaired through a few of these years.
Are you saying you asked for the bat wings?
I did. That was my idea.
Nobody else to blame, huh?
I was. This was my early attempt at being more demonic, I guess. The character, kind of taking it to that demonic state. So I figured what would be more demonic than me being in all leather,
Like Batman?
all shiny leather with some really big bat wings. And hey, I'm not just going to do this anywhere. I'm going to do it at Survivor Series in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're going to go, you go big, right?
Go big. You came in, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
again not one of my better ideas.
But see, memorable. It's
Definitely.
Everybody remembers the bat wings.
They do remember.
They remember the bat wings. I mean,
not in a good way.
Well, you know,
it looks so much cooler, and this kind of thought process would repeat itself later on in my career with a pair of the snakeskin pants. But I just, in my mind's eye,
it looked good.
it was going to be really, really cool looking.
Right.
I mean, you're coming in from the top of Madison Square Garden like a giant demonic bat dragon thing.
Yeah. But then it kind of turned out like.
Well, yeah. Then I'm just kind of, hung there,
It was
trying to be intimidating with my black leather ensemble. It was
like Batman on a budget.
It was Batman budget. It was budget Batman.
It was budget
in Madison
Batman.
Square Garden.
Then you
Fortunately, I was working with Mankind, and we were pretty dialed in at this point. So
you had Paul Bearer like in a shark cage.
yeah, Paul Bearer, due to his outside interference and everything that he had done, was. And I don't know how they got him in there, really, but.
Wow.
What? I'm just saying it was a small cage. I mean, he didn't have a lot of room to.
No wiggle room.
Yeah, and I didn't really like working right underneath it either.
Oh, yuck!
What?
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't want to even imagine.
Yeah, it's
not from the stories I've heard. Okay, so clearly you're out drinking maybe a little too much. Maybe thinking some ideas are greater in your head than on live TV.
Everybody in the car that was in the car when I brought up the idea may or may not have been in the same state, if not worse than me.
So they thought it was good.
They all loved it.
They were pitching ideas.
They were like, that's the greatest thing ever. That'll be so awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it will be.
And they were your friends?
Yeah, my best friends.
Okay.
Yeah, at the time.
Not after that?
I'm joking. They survived that.
Joking.
But I'm just, everybody was on board.
Okay, so you and the whole car gets on board with this idea. It's grand, and you have to go pitch it to Vince, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, he trusted you and your character enough to give you the green light right away, or was there like a
No, I just had to
discussion?
pitch it to him. So, I mean, by this time, I'm 5-6 years into my run here, and I'd done pretty well with the things that we had changed, and I constantly was always trying to evolve the character and keep it fresh, and so I came in. I was like, I want to take this character in a darker place, and he made me explain it and give my reasoning for. And I'm not just talking about the bat wings. I'm just talking about the whole different look, because it was different, right? It was a different.
But that's something you're always good at, like evolving the character, like you've.
Yeah, and
always been good at that.
And then he trusted me, because I didn't win a lot of arguments with Vince, or if there were just not a lot that I came out on the upper hand with, but I think I was very passionate when I delivered my idea to him and explained what the look was going to be and what the character, why I'm doing this, and I think it was
got him.
God damn, that'll be great. I love it. And that's all I needed. And then I remember I always had rather been yelled at when I come back to the gorilla position. I'd rather be yelled at than not to be made eye contact with.
Oh.
And I had to stand there for a second to get him to look up. And I think when he looked up, I got like, what were you thinking?
One and done.
Yeah. So the bat wings, they
flew away.
They flew away right there.
Away. Okay. Let's take a look at these suckers. They're pretty big, weren't they?
Yeah. They were special.
Oh. He was so good.
This was really big at this time, like the lighters, and because we didn't have cell phones then,
Right.
so these are lighters.
He is the one. He is the only. He is the Undertaker, and look at that. He's descending from above.
Look at those things.
I mean,
What is the legit wingspan on those?
they've got to be 8 foot. Now they
Holy
didn't help
moly.
me. They didn't really help me with camera angles either. Like,
Look, it looks-
that's very Gene Simmons-esque. Like, well, I don't know what am I supposed
You look
to
like
do?
a legit bat. How they go like this? Like,
Well, I know, but I couldn't like flap my wings. That would have been really stupid.
I'm so glad you didn't flap your wings. They're probably heavy.
I think
But why are your feet like this?
Because I'm hooked up to a harness coming down from the roof at Madison
Even
Square
your feet,
Garden.
there was no wiggling on the feet.
Well, that would be silly too. If I was just wiggling my feet.
Okay. Fair enough.
At least
Okay, where'd you
at
go?
least they got off of me to get me unharnessed, and
How soon did you take the bat wings off?
they're
Look,
gone.
they're
They're
gone.
gone.
Okay.
And the teardrop. He loved
Poor-
the teardrop too.
Poor bat wings. Those were very short-lived.
Yeah,
Look at
that
that
was
shark
they were
cage.
one and done.
He has wiggle room in there. Oh,
Why don't you just? I don't know why I didn't go around to the other side, because he wasn't going to get up that quick.
he screamed. Wow. He screamed the entire match almost, didn't he?
Yes. So I mean, if I had just come out like that with a coat or a cloak or something, it might have worked better.
But even that's different. That's all leather. Was that
yes,
the first
that
time
was
you
all
wore all
leather, and
leather?
it was all extremely hot.
Sticky. They get hot and sticky.
Yes.
Was that your idea too? In the
Yeah,
same
all of
dream,
it,
like in
all
the
of it.
same
All of it's mine.
same part of the whole car agreeing, like they were digging the
Oh
leather.
yeah, the leather. Yeah, it'll be cool.
Oof.
Tight leather pants that lace up on the side.
Hair half up, half down. I mean, a whole.
Too.
Hey, at least you're owning it.
Hey, what am I going to do?
I don't know.
I mean,
you have to.
it's there for the world to see.
Okay.
You know, I kind of. It looks like Gene Simmons back there on the aisle. Look in the back
Where?
left corner,
Back left.
halfway
Oh,
up the
I
aisle.
see.
It looks like Gene Simmons,
Yep.
like getting ready to sue me for gimmick infringement. Yeah, you know, you
Look at
have to.
Look at the guy's face right there in the front right with a V on his shirt. He's like,
Did you see those
what
stupid ass
is
bat
going
wings? That's what he's telling
on?
his
This
buddy.
is what I
He's like,
paid for?
No way no way he came down in those silly bat wings. But you have to, you know, that's the part of this business. You have to throw things against the wall.
Yeah.
Some stuff's going to stick, some's not.
Some flies away.
Yeah. So, lesson learned.
Lesson learned. What about that? What is that?
That's
like
a teardrop.
Oh.
Because I'm gonna
didn't know if it was
I'm gonna take a soul and not shed one tear for it.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you if that was a little blemish on your cheek, but no.
No,
That was
it's
intention.
That was an intentional teardrop.
Okay.
And that was the meaning behind it. That I'm going to take your soul and I'm not going to shed a tear for you.
Not one tear. Did you keep the teardrop for a while?
Yeah, I did keep the teardrop for a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
And then it just
And then it disappeared
miraculously, that tattoo went away one day.
It happens.
It does.
Did you know that good old producers found some behind the scenes footage of the bat wings, the rehearsal, and so we can see more actually. Ready? No, we haven't seen enough. The people have not seen enough. This is good. This is like never before seen. You may not have even seen it before.
Why are
Because
you doing this?
I like it. It's great.
Just because
it's
you like it.
different. I would have been in that car saying, yes, that is great. I like it.
No, you wouldn't let me. You wouldn't let me go out like that.
I wouldn't let you go out like that.
I've never seen this footage, so
okay. Here you go. Here you go. Look.
This is rehearsal. Okay, yeah, this is rehearsal. Look at Paul.
What do you think everybody's thinking?
Idea.
Look. What's Vince yelling?
Well, Vince is looking
Vince
right
is yelling
at
you and laughing. Look. Oh, Sean's in the ring laughing.
It's utterly silent in there.
Nobody, yeah, no.
Like
nobody wants to say anything.
They're all looking at each other like, who wants to tell him?
Who's going to tell him?
Well, this is the rib. I don't know if he ribbed me and just stuck me there for a while.
That thing's got to be so heavy.
There's Bruce.
Look at that. Oh, my. It looks like... you can hear Paul Bearer.
Mick.
He wasn't afraid of heights or anything, was he?
Mm-mm.
And he thought it was a good idea?
Well, he'd already turned on me, so he wasn't going to tell me.
Okay, I was about to say, you trusted him to not rib you? But look, those things are ginormous. Were they heavy themselves? They had to have been.
I mean, that's all leather.
Wow.
Pat Patterson over there on the right.
Oh,
that
look at your
right
face.
There, this is not a great idea.
Were you still owning it though? You had to.
Still, at this point, I still think we're going to pull this off.
Okay.
Because
even with that look right there,
there's no lighting. You know, I'm thinking dark, and then the right lighting and the right camera angles. This is still gonna work. Okay. But anyway,
no tattoo just yet. It doesn't look like.
Oh no, it's early in the day.
Yeah,
it was early in the day.
Okay. Oh goodness.
Hey, you know what? Back in Memphis in '87, I got tarred and feathered. Do we want to look at that too, or what?
Do we have it, guys? Next time, please.